The thought process of XRP can go higher is something which we have argued over the time. But right now, it shows that that run up is coming very close. Now, why is that? What do you think is the data points which suggest that it is about to start? The market as a whole, is it agreeing on the same data point? The market shows you sometimes that it can correct lower. So this is a post for the SI family back in April, arguing the price should come back down at least 45%, if not to the macro trend line. In 2.5 months, you see that the price did drop to the downside and it reached this low. And it's not just one asset. We had thought process shared on a lot of different assets, saying the RSI should actually come back down here. And right now, we have seen them dropping 60-70%. There is a bit of change in the market right now because the market shows you a bit more data points, not just on the macro side, as you can see, but also on the current affairs, which kind of shows you more interest is being generated into the crypto market. And when you compare the macro economy with that, it gives you a big idea. But again, when someone sells you this, you need to be cautious. You need to think twice because their horizon is exceptionally longer. What's yours? 2030, 2035? Most likely, most of us here would like to be out in a year or two max, 80% out of the market. If that's you, this video will actually give you much more insights into that write-off. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Scientific Investor family is going through a lot of these posts to see where the market is. And as I've been talking about right now in the marketplace, you can see the micro movements as we discussed. You can see the price action slowing down. But then the question is, do you really recognize the opportunities? Because when you do look at XRP as an asset, if you're interested in that asset, you see a couple of trend lines. This is a micro scenario. However, when you do look at the indicators, you're confused because it gives a mixed idea. That's where I give you this thought process. The whales want you in before a micro drop. So the way you should be looking at is with clarity, the swing highs, the swing lows, whichever you like. But this kind of gives you an easy idea. You've completed this, which is good. That's the local upside. Now what you're looking for is this, which is the local downside. While that plays out, maybe a day, 2, 3, it will be boring in the market if you're not shorting the market. And most of us really don't want to short the market where news kind of comes in like this. If one central bank cuts rate, boom, the market reverses. If you get huge news, then again, they think something is going to happen. They're not selling this asset. So the entire asset class will deliver something like that, especially if Trump comes out and gives you anything related to Bitcoin being a part of the strategic reserve. It doesn't have to be 100% reserve. Even if it's 5%, the market will actually start running. So if you are thinking about shorting, understand the risk in the market. So now coming back to XRP on that front. If you do look at this, the micro aspect is clear. Okay, what next? Because usually it doesn't abide by the direct bonds. XRP has a ton more whales manipulating the market. So look for something like this, once the price does this long wick to the downside. Yes, again, that's a micro chart with a lot of volatility. And if you're not interested in that, you're going back to the macro. And that is exactly where XRP shows you it's ready. It's really at that point of a breakout where higher momentum movements is coming. The big giant candles, it's actually coming. Most of us will have a hard time agreeing that it is going to come. But once you get that one candle, the ROI reduces substantially, whether that's on that trend, whether that's on this trend. We have seen the price action doing these wonderful God candles. If that comes up here, yeah, majority of your opportunity is gone. What do I mean by that? It's easy. You look at the total run up, which was like a 15-20x, and you measure if you miss half of that candle. Your ROI is not 15x, not 10x, it's close to 7x. So 50% of your gains are gone just for that one candle. So the breakout, if you do look at the macro scenario here, this is your breakout. That one candle was the ROI. So if you missed it or entered at the midsection, you were kicked out of the market. The whales, they do this. There is no doubt on that front. Now, if you do look at the price structure of all of these assets and learn from it, one of the easy things which the market tells you is the price structure. Say you make a high, you come down, you retest, but don't break to the upside. Bears are entering or bulls are failing there. Then you push higher, but you fail to reach that high. Okay, we don't have enough bullish strength. You continue lower, bears are controlling the game. Then it starts to show bulls are entering. They're trying to re-enter the game, but they're not going above this swing high. So usually what that suggests is this drop is the biggest opportunity, the maximum opportunity zone. So you trend to the downside, change that trend, retest, and you bounce off. This is the maximum opportunity zone. Now, in that corrective trend, say you are now zooming in, looking at this particular path, the corrective trend. And if you use this asset itself, you understand, okay, you're trending lower, trending lower, trending lower. And suddenly you're not. You're putting in higher lows. And then you start putting in higher highs. Something just changed over there. You broke that to the upside, and that correction, which was something similar to this on the macro, is here. Maximum opportunity zone for this corrective movement with maximum adjusted risk. Same thing, while you're waiting for this, you're waiting for a swing high and a drop. We'll have to see where it comes, maybe next 15 days, maybe next 20 days. Asset by asset, it will differ. But for XRP, on a macro, it shows you the fact that the trend to the downside is kind of over. You're not putting in any lower lows. Rather, you're putting in higher lows. And you're standing those lows and you put in a higher high. Now, in that higher high, if you look at the micro and the macro, here in the micro, you broke that structure, you're going down. As soon as you get one local high, the swing high, now you're interested in that asset a lot more because it's starting to show you the biggest opportunity in that part is coming. So you're looking at each swings of the price action for XRP from this local top. You come down, you bounce up, you fail to put in a new high. But you stayed within that range of lows. Then again, you came back up and you put in a new local high or a fake out. Then you go lower. So the moment this changes, that's your best ROI structure in this time horizon. So XRP is starting to already show you any ride from here. Say you missed this one, the local bottom of XRP at 0.4. And you would like to get the best price of this asset to ride it back higher. Now, all of this is coincided with the market, the actual stock market. Say you look at the bottom, you can kind of see we're going up. In between, we were trading in and against, but then the trend started following it. So while you notice the fact that each time it goes up, it comes back down to the mean or the trend line, that's an opportunity to buy. That's exactly what we're talking about in crypto as well. You come back into the crypto and you kind of see this. Okay, on the microstructure, I can see that the price action is showing me it's doing this structure, now failing to put in a new high, again on a micro, which means now you're waiting for the ABC. And if you are super conservative, you don't want to buy the bottom or the support. You want to make sure there is a swing high. And that's where you buy with the maximum adjusted risk. If you're looking for the maximum opportunity, at this point, you would be looking at 0.44, 0.45 as the best opportunity. But if you're looking at that, then the whales would not do that. Rather, they may actually end up around 0.49, 0.5 as a structure. Because imagine if the price does that, it's going to be really easy for those who are looking at this. They would be looking at this kind of a broadening wedge, which usually breaks to the upside and breaks to the upside with increased momentum, right? So the momentum you saw here and which we will most likely see after this is going to be different. Next one is going to be with higher level of momentum. So we are walking through the 1, the 2, the 3, then you do the ABC, you start putting in a new high, and then the next wave structure is bigger than what you saw before. Whether that's on the macro or micro, for XRP, it has always delivered that idea. 1, 2, 3, then your ABC, you make a double bottom, then you start running higher. The 1, the 2, the 3, you go up. The second one has the best momentum phase. So idea is still the same. On the micro, you just learned about the price structure of XRP. You take that onto the macro and you will like to see that. So on the micro, if your argument is, okay, this is the 1, 2, 3, yeah, I will not reject that. And the ABC, that's what's happening here. Then you'll have to agree with me on the macro scenario, saying, yeah, something big is about to start. Maybe $6, maybe $10, maybe $15. But we'll see where it goes. We'll follow it through with the volume and the measured moves on all front. Being conservative, being super conservative, whichever you would like. You can take the entire move here and say that's going to be a 25x after the breakout, which would then take XRP all the way up to $16. If that's you, yeah, that's an optimistic viewpoint. If you are a bit conservative and you're looking at 10x, then you're arguing the breakout here, I'm going to look for a 10x and I'll be happy with that. That's around $8. Whichever category you fit into, look at the price action. It's been a long time, almost 6 years in this macro channel, nearing to the breakout. If it does break higher, and if it does do that in this month or the next, that's the maximum opportunity zone. Now, what's the trouble with that? When you come close to that trend line, you think, okay, maybe we are going to break it here. But then it can go lower, test that support and come back up. When you reach here again, maybe you'll think, okay, it's about to break higher. But this time, what you see is the 1, the 2, the 3 is done. This is the 4th time. Last time it broke higher the 4th time. Here you got the 1, you got the 2, you got the 3. You are back up here testing this range for the 4th time. You have micro touches here for sure. But if you do break this here, that's the attempt on the 4th, which you're breaking higher, which is kind of in line with what we have seen before. Now, there are times where it's very choppy, it stays within that range and slowly breaks out and retests and bounce off. In any scenario, all of them are welcome. The trouble is you need to watch them one by one. And if you're interested in the entire market, yeah, you'll be going through all of these different assets to see where the hell they are right now. Are you looking at an opportunity? Are you looking at a red flag? All of them are updated in here for the SI family. If you would like to take advantage of that, join the 1,220 plus members and go through all the posts, reach out to me, check your portfolio. Are you ready for that ride up? So guys, if you received value, smash that like button for me. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.